without any fee or with fee, both the ways. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adish, and I've qualified in India and registered with the Bar
From which university?
Lucknow University, and then registered with the Bar Council of New Delhi. Then I got married here, started to study here, did my qualified lawyer's transfer test, became a solicitor, got my High Court, tried to go to Supreme Court, went to the bar, became a barrister. So at the moment I'm barrister and a senior Crown prosecutor. And I have always worked with the CPS, Crown Prosecution Service. There's nothing more to add. I do pro bono work. I set up a pro bono network, and I feel very strongly with the free legal advice for poor people.
Good afternoon. I am Kamaraja, Inspector General of Police from Haryana, India. And I have been here for I am a 1987 batch police officer, recruited as Indian police officer, and I am continuing as IG at Rohtak for the last 3 years. Thank you.
And about law, you are a student.
Also a law student, and I am doing post-graduation LLM in Kurukshetra University, India. Thank you.
This is Vijay Shankar from Tamil Nadu, India, and I'm doing my engineering course in final year in engineering, electronics and communication, Anna University, and that's about. After this, I'll probably become police officer. Just looking for. I'm here because he's receiving the award today evening, and I'm very proud about it.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is Mansa. I'm going to 10th standard right now. I am a daughter of Mr. V. Kamaraja.
It's my pleasure to be here. My name is Hannah Jurists. I am a non-practicing barrister and qualified as a solicitor. I'm currently working in our apex court in Australia, the High Court of Australia, as the manager of public information. In that role, my duty is to explain to visiting members of the public, of which we have in excess of 100,000 a year, both students and members of the public, the history, role and function of the court.
My name is Louise Thomas. I'm a practicing barrister for House Chambers, and I also teach law at the State Commission.
Good evening to everybody. My name is Bharat Singh Jawad. I am a law graduate from Jammu University, batch 1971. I am presiding advocate of Supreme Court, High Court of Jammu and Kashmir, as well as Standing Council Union of India. I am most time I am in Jammu. Thank you.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shrey, and I have just finished my law degree from University of Leicester, and I am right now looking for a few training contracts, which is quite difficult to get it here, but I'm pretty on it, so I'm crossing my fingers, and simultaneously I'm planning to start an IT business very soon. So I hope everything works out pretty well with all your good wishes and the Almighty. Thank you so much.
My name is Natasha Khani. I'm from Canada. I've been in the UK for the last 3 years, where I did my LLB, and I'm currently wrapping up my LLM in International Commercial Law at the University of Leicester. I hope to join the Bar of Canada and England by 2014.
My name is Peter Brugnell. I'm a partner of the law firm Lawrence Graham, which is one of the oldest English law firms. It has around 240 lawyers. I'm a technology lawyer and an outsourcing lawyer. I'm dual qualified in Australia about 15 years ago, qualified over here 2003. And it's privileged to be here today. I've enjoyed all the sessions. Look forward to hearing some more later. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Professor Dr. Syed Ali Muhammad. adjunct professor, Chanakya, National University, Patna, Bihar, India. Previous to that, I was head and dean faculty of law, Patna University, Bihar, India. And though my specialization is constitution and administrative law, but I have written 4 books, quite popular. One is on arrested, detained, and law of bails. Secondly, practical guides on cross-examination. And the third, on civil procedure and criminal procedure. Thank you.
Chairman, I'm Dr. Aggarwala. It's a pleasure to meet you and the organization. It's a wonderful organization. By the way, you want to know my name? My name is George Cyril from India. I'm practicing here as a barrister. And also, formerly, I was teaching lecturer in law in Kilburn College, London. Now, at the time, I was doing a lot of work, private work as well as for money, as well as for poor people who are down and out. What you call pro bono work. You don't take money from them. Now also young people should take it now. Now we are past that stage. Secondly, I was formerly Secretary General of the Ethnic Bar Association. It's called EMBA, Ethnic Minority Bar Association. What we did was we used to help the young barristers and also people down and out, helping them. Now, I think the young people should take up in future. That is my request. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Rajesh Ahmad, member District Consumer Court, Bishnor, UP, India. Thank you.
My name is Priscilla. I'm from Mauritius. I've been practicing as a barrister in Mauritius for the past 11 years. I am UK qualified. I am also a member of the Public Bodies Appeal Tribunal in Mauritius and founder of Speak Human Rights Organization, which is a Mauritian and Washington-based law firm.
Thank you.
I'm a practicing barrister and I was a former immigration and litigator for 10 years.
My name is Paul from I'm a businessman in London for the last 30 years. Thank you.
Well, the President of International Council of Jurists, Chairman of All India Bar Association, Convener of Indian Council of Jurists, and President of India Legal Information Institute. I have been the acting chairman of Bar Council of India, elected vice chairman of Bar Council of India. I am the elected member of Bar Council of Delhi since 1998. I was the member executive of Supreme Court Bar Association 4 times. I was the vice president of the Supreme Court Bar Association. I was the vice chairman of Bar Council of Delhi. I was the president of the student union of my degree college. I have done LLB, LLM and PhD. And I authored many books on law and other related books. So this is my small introduction. This teaching, nobody was there.
Justice Shamsuddin Chaudhary, High Court Division, Supreme Court of Bangladesh.
If anybody remains to be introduced, kindly come. At 5 p.m. we will be having the valedictory function as well as presentation of International Jurist Award. And Honorable, Right Honorable Lord Phillips will be the chief guest.
Weiler rather than a poodle, and the lawyers, it seems, feel largely constrained to oblige. I think that's a momentous piece of prose, and Paul, being very, very self-effacing, would no doubt disagree. But that, I think, exemplifies my first proposition, that we don't realise the extent to which we are hardwired, all of us, to engage in conflict. My second proposition is that the natural tendency of angry human beings to fight each other is, I'm sure we would all agree, socially undesirable. Litigation undoubtedly destroys lives. It destroys relationships, marriages, finances, businesses, and undoubtedly self-esteem. And for those like me who do a lot of direct access work, and certainly for those solicitors amongst you, you will know only too well how litigants become completely obsessed with their cases literally taking over their lives. My third proposition is, again, one that is uncontroversial, I hope, that a civilised and effective remedy is required. It's in this context that I'd like to consider briefly the thorny debate about whether mediation should be voluntary or compulsory, because in some countries mediation is now compulsory. A number of the American states have adopted a compulsory mediation model, such as Texas, for example, as well as parts of Canada, Norway, Sweden, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore and China, as I understand, have systems of compulsory mediation. So far as this country is concerned, there is in fact no constitutional bar to mandatory mediation in the UK, and that is because Article 5(2) of the EU directive permits our national legislation to make mediation compulsory, providing that is that it doesn't deny the parties a right of access to the courts. The pace of change in this respect is, for us mediators, maddeningly slow. The CPR, to some extent, reflects the importance of mediation as a part of the concept of active case management. So, for example, Part 1.4 of the Civil Procedure Rules provides that the court must further the overriding objective by actively managing cases. Active case management is then defined in a number of ways, and one that refers to, quote, helping the parties to settle the whole or part of the case. But this, of course, isn't nearly enough so far as this country is concerned. Some of you will know that the Ministry of Justice is currently working towards a system of compulsory mediation for small claims disputes in the county court, and what they call compulsory information and assessment sessions in higher value disputes. So in England we remain, for some reason, nervous about making mediation compulsory. But a different but central problem in the case of larger disputes is, of course, cost. Sir Gavin touched on this a few moments ago. Undoubtedly, certain mediation providers in this country have cornered the market, and some of the most experienced mediators charge fairly large fees for their mediation services. So I suggest that what's required for larger disputes is a species of mediation that is cost-effective and which engages with the emotions that drive and underlie a given dispute. However, I suggest that most modern approaches to mediation in England in heavier cases are not only costly, but probably fail to understand the amygdala factor, namely that human beings are literally hardwired to fight and to be emotional and to be irrational. So I move to my fourth and final proposition, which is that we ought to adopt a form of mediation that engages with human emotions.